Alright guys, welcome to part 5 of this SvelteKit tutorial. In this part, we are going to get into how to actually create the profiles table to save data for a certain user. We're just going to talk a little bit about Supabase DB, everything you kind of need to know around profiles, and there's actually going to be a video after this one for editing the profiles. So just for some kind of initial discussion here, right now we have this profile object which has a description, which is going to be a string, and a Pokemon IDs, which is going to be an array of numbers. We can create a profiles table inside of Supabase, which has columns for a description and a Pokemon underscore IDs, and possibly even the user's email. And from this page, we can use the Supabase object, which we can grab real quick. So let's go over to /login and just grab all this initial code and paste it into the top here. We don't need any of this auth stuff. And what we do need is this stuff. So we are good to go there. And so this is the Supabase object I'm talking about to then save to our database and also grab data from the database as well. So let's go over to Supabase and create this profiles table. So right now we actually have no database tables at all, but remember, we still have that user. You're probably logged in over here. One thing we can do in Supabase is we can go over to the SQL editor. So this allows you to write a real SQL query. You guys definitely don't have to be a PostgreSQL expert to kind of understand this stuff, and it's not really worth understanding for the scope of this tutorial. But inside of here, we can just run a command such as create table profiles. So Supabase kind of has some boilerplate stuff we can do. For example, we want every single profile to have a unique ID, which is going to be ID, big int, primary key. So it's going to be a primary key for our profiles table, and then generated always as identity. And this is kind of a common piece of code you'll find in Supabase for creating these IDs. So you don't have to worry about every single word here. We're also going to have the user ID, which is going to be a big int, which references users and then ID like this. It might have to be like auth.users or public.users, but we'll run into the error, which will actually help you guys in understanding what's happening. Then we have some more simple ones. Email is just going to be a text. So we're going to store the user's email inside of a column. And if I didn't make that clear, each of these separated by the commas is going to be a column in our PostgreSQL table. And then we're going to have a description, which is going to be a text, and then Pokemon underscore IDs, which is simply just going to be an integer array. And and it's funny, I actually think we're going to get an error, but I'm going to show you guys to help you learn. If we run this, oh, this isn't even the error I wanted. This has to be references users, not reference. My bad, that's just a typo. So now we can press run. So users doesn't exist. I think this is because we have to reference the auth.users. So auth is a table made by Supabase, and I'm going to show you guys it in a second. Now we can press run. Oh, and in the auth.users, it's actually a UUID, which the value is. So we're storing the user ID, which is a UUID, which references auth.users. We can then press run here, and now it's going to finally be successful. To show you guys that table that it was talking about, let's go over to the table editor here, which we're going to first of all see our profiles table, but we can also take a look at the auth table. And so you can see it's auth right here, and then users. This is the kind of raw PostgreSQL that's happening in the background that Supabase is managing for us. And so you can see our logged in CooperCodes3@gmail user right here. You guys don't have to look into any of this stuff, but this is just showing you where the data is coming from. If you go to schema and then public, public is generally all the tables that you have created. So we can go over to profiles right here, and this is going to be our profiles table. So you can see all the different columns. For example, the ID, the user ID, which is a foreign key, the email, description, and Pokemon underscore IDs. And so we are now good to go in terms of Supabase. And so the purpose of this video was just to get this profiles table fully created. So we are good to go, and you guys don't have to worry about anything else. Now we can reference profiles when we're actually inside of our SvelteKit application. And in the next video, we are going to talk about how to edit the actual table here, how to make that kind of edit pop up, and do a bunch of stuff. So hopefully I see you guys over there.